We're connecting to YouTube now. I can hear some of our participants, and I am now going to make sure that everybody gets in. I hope my team supports me here. So I don't have a very pretty background unless the virtual background is working. Then you might see mountains or something cool. If not, you're just seeing the back of my hotel room. Hello, everyone. I can see, who are you? Can I see your names? Let me see. I can see Dawn is here, Rafaela is here, Marianne is here, Ellie is here, Leighton is here. So make sure everybody, apart from me, mutes their mics, please. Then we can get started. So I always start my sessions with grounding down. So let's do that. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. While Dawn, can you connect? There we go. We're now, okay, connecting. So I hope my team can start. That's right, letting everybody in, and everybody who's coming in right now, please mute your mics. We're already live streaming to YouTube. I was just saying how incredibly grateful I am that Mercury retrograde is over, and that this connection shall be very effortless and stable, and we're all going to be able to benefit most. Okay, so I was just grounding down, and I invite you to do that too. I'm going to now stop focusing on you as participants so that we can ground down. And please, Dawn, can you access the settings so that everybody has their mics muted? And now I'm going to see, okay, I can see somebody's screen. I'm not sure how I switched it so that we can.
Will you make me the co-host so I can do that, Joy? Do you know how to do that?
How do I do that?
If you click on you see my picture up at the top?
Mm-hmm.
Click those three dots and then make me a co-host, and then I can help you.
More. Oh, but I found how to make a background call. Okay, let's do that. No. Okay, so let's now see. I want to see, there must be a set. Oh, no, and I can see more people. That's good. Okay, so now let's see. I can't click on you, Dawn.
What about the participants at the bottom? If you click on the participants, it should pop up, maybe.
There's Dawn.
And then
host erstellen. Here we go. So yes. Okay, now you're a host now.
Oh, okay.
Am I still visible now?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so we should be good to go then.
Thank you. I'm going to mute myself.
Thank you, Dawn. It takes a team, it takes a tribe.
As I was muting everybody, I muted you, Joy. Can you please unmute yourself?
There you go. Am I now? Can you now hear me?
Yes, I'm sorry. I won't do that again.
That's great. Okay. I'm so glad intuition is so active with me right now for so many reasons, because I literally feel these things. So it's beautiful. I hope, is our audio clear now? Dawn, give me a thumbs up if we're good. Okay, so grounding down now. Imagine those roots going deep into the earth. Imagine that those roots could push through all the layers from where you are right now. I can hear a background noise. Please mute your mic. Go down through the foundation of this house. Imagine breathing your roots down all the rubble that's under the foundation. The sand, the earth. Imagine connecting and crossing lines of water as you go deeper now. Imagine connecting to all the minerals of the earth, all the elements. Coal, burnt earth, fertile earth. Going deeper down, right into the core of the earth. Imagine that. And now at the core of the earth, we imagine this fire, this huge fire. It's lava, hot lava. And yet we're safe as we imagine dangling these roots in this hot lava, feeling that sense of warmth, maybe just right. And now imagining that we're bringing up that core energy of the earth, from the heart of the earth into our hearts. Now take your time as you imagine breathing this energy up into the coccyx of your spine, into the soles of your feet. I like imagining red, golden energy starting to fill all the veins in my body, the blood. Breathing in all that serves me, all that allows me to be present in this moment, to be deeply connected to that core of the earth. Knowing that at the core of my being, I am energy. And this energy I am now synchronizing with the core of the earth by imagining that my heartbeat could synchronize with the heartbeat of the earth. And maybe I could even imagine a drumming, the beating of that heart. As I draw in that nurturing energy that allows me to feel safe and to create this bubble of bliss around me now. Imagine drawing the energy up into your hips, into the base of your spine, first chakra. Say, I am safe inside of yourself. And then breathe it up into your hips, your sexual organs, your bladder. And notice that slight tingling, that changing of the energy as you connect to your pleasure center, the second chakra. Breathing into that orange vortex of light. Imagining this pulsating energy that's starting to spin around your hips, your back, your lower back. Notice how when you straighten your spine, you can almost feel those vibrations in your body, pulsating this energy, this frequency of safety, of pleasure, of creativity, connecting to that adventurous side in yourself. And now pull your anus, your rectum muscles up. That's right, as if you had to go to the loo, the toilet, the bathroom, but you can't right now. So flex those muscles, activate that pump. Breathe and now release. Good job. Become aware of that energy swirling up into your solar plexus now. That power center, and then sit up even straighter. Imagine, could your shoulder blades hug at the back of your spine? Sitting up straight, chest open, heart open. And then even placing a hand on your solar plexus, maybe sucking your navel to your spine, really sitting up straight. What does that feel like? And then imagining that this yellow energy around your solar plexus, around that midriff of your body, is pulsating out these frequencies of power that's coming from love, from going with the flow, from staying true to your core. And then start breathing into the area of your chest, connecting to your heart again. Noticing that automatic synchronization between your heart, the heart of Mother Earth, and now a new energy that we're going to start bringing in. So stay focused on your heart. And imagine green healing energy, like an emerald, flowing around your heart, flowing out around the space around your physical heart. as you start repeating inside of yourself, I am love. I am eternal. I am infinite. Well done. Now focus on your throat chakra, the area around your thyroid. And imagine breathing in this cooling, centering, peaceful, liberating blue. Just like a beautiful summer sky. Allow this blue color to flow around your throat chakra, around, circling, pulsating. Breathing into your thyroid, into your vocal cords. Bringing breath to all those parts of you that require to be tuned in for you to speak, to be heard. Imagine your breath would start massaging all those parts of you with this beautiful blue color. Breathe further up now into your third eye. Roll your eyes up as if you're looking through that third eye, and then say, even if I don't know how to be connected with my quantum self, my best self, that healthy, happy, slim me, living life with ease now. All I do know is that it is so now, and I am fulfilled. I delete all programming that could stop me. And I download everything I need to do so now with grace, ease, and joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is, so it shall be, or something even better. Relax your eyes and imagine starting to float in the quantum field. This ultraviolet light that is beginning to beam through your third eye is balancing your left and your right brain hemispheres, relaxing your brain, allowing you to go into that theta brainwave state. Well done. And now imagine allowing this golden energy to start streaming in through the crown of your head. Relaxing your nervous system, balancing your hormonal system, bringing all your energy centers into perfect divine alignment with your best self. And then imagine bathing in this golden light, containing all the colors of the rainbow, connecting you to this star in the multiverse. Imagine looking up into a beautiful night sky, and then somewhere in that night sky, you will see a star that seems to shine particularly bright. And as you look up there, you see these pulsations of rainbow light. Imagine them. And then imagine what it would feel like to notice those vibrations within your own body at the same time. Noticing how your awareness can be everywhere at the same time. And yet there's always a part of you watching, listening, conscious. So I am talking to this part of you now that is listening. And I am asking this highest part of you, this highest guidance, coming from intuition, from the knowledge of all ages, from the highest frequencies of love. I am asking this consciousness to guide this session, so that whenever we connect, we are always guided by that highest guidance for ourselves. And all our highest guidances can connect and can collaborate to create the best outcome for all of us ever. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So then take one more long second to relax. Allow your body to integrate all the healing, the light, the downloads that you need right now. Becoming aware of the energy around your body, in your body. And then start becoming aware of your physical body again. Gently coming back into the here and now. Becoming aware of the sounds in the room. Taking a few deep breaths in and out, gently coming back, maybe stretching out, rolling your shoulders, your neck, stretching out, saying yes, 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 I'm completely here. I had a good journey and we are 15 minutes in, perfect. See how quickly we can take that mind and take control of it and start creating consciously. And I love that we're all doing this together. It feels so special to be able to do this with such an amazing group of beings and to be able to use this new digital era that we're living in to create these vortexes. It's really, yeah, it's beautiful. So if everything is according to plan, then all those of you watching right now will have received your logins for your Sleep Your Fat Away app. So this, you need to get in the App Store, right? You need to check out the email that you got. And when you're logged into your Sleep Your Fat Away app, then you will see that it's all done in sections that I hope is really clear. So you will see week 1, week 2, week 3, right? So we are now in day 1 of week 1. So what are the things that you want to be doing right now? Let's walk through those steps, shall we? Okay. So first of all, you want to remind yourself of the 5 golden rules of Sleep Your Fat Away. That is, you eat when you're hungry. You notice, am I hungry? Am I hungry? Would I eat an apple? If I'd eat an apple, then I'm hungry. Then go ahead and eat that apple. And when you're eating that apple, take your time. Don't do anything else at the same time. No multitasking when we eat. Rule number 2. Eat slowly and consciously. So really enjoy every bite. Ideally, you're chewing 30 times each bite. I mean, that's hardcore level. And you'll notice that certain foods, when you chew them 30 times, taste rather awful. I'll give you an example. I can be a fan of salt and vinegar chips, crisps. And when you chew a salt and vinegar crisp 30 times, it just ends up like this oily mush in the mouth, and it's really not very nice. So I will enjoy 1 or 2, but after that, I'm done. If I watch an exciting movie and I'm scrolling on my phone or talking to Grace and and I'm munching like that, then I might eat that whole bag and I wouldn't even notice. So eat slowly and consciously without any distractions. That's rule number 2. Rule number 3 is, who knows, drink lots of water. Water is your best friend. Water is your healing remedy. You're made out of over 70% of water, right? Our planet, interestingly enough, is also made out of over, covered by more than 70% in water. Water has a memory. So go ahead and make use of that memory by programming your water before you drink it. That can be as simple as taking the glass in your hands and saying, I bless this water. Thank you for this water. May this water heal me. May this water go to all parts of me that need it most. Be creative, okay? Then rule number 4 is listen to the audios. Okay, so this is where we want to halt a little, and I want to explain the audios that you have in your resources right now. So we do the thing of overwhelming you a little by giving you so many resources that your conscious mind is going, wah! You know why? Because when your conscious mind is going, wah, I'm confused, then you're about to learn something. It's a neat little trick we use in NLP. So sometimes we might consciously confuse you a little so that we can get into your subconscious mind. So here's how you can program your subconscious mind best. I'll start out with those of you who want to kick butt, meaning that they want to do it all. That's not everybody. Some want to approach this in a slow and methodical way, and that is fine too, because what we're doing is we're listening to our intuition. We're going to give you a bunch of resources, and you can choose from that. Okay, so here's what those of you who want to do it all, here's what you do in week 1, day 1. You listen to the power break, week 1, day 1. There's one power break for week 1, there's a power break for week 2, and there's a power break for week 3. Do not mix them yet. Start out with power break for week 1. This is a 20-minute audio that you can put your earbuds in, and you can take a break throughout the day. I want you to take a break throughout the day. I desire for you to desire that time in the day that is your time. That's me time. That's not entertainment time. That is time where you do nothing other than listen to the audio. Now, here's things you can do while you're listening to the audio. You can sleep. You can meditate. You can daydream. You can at most do some yoga. But then if you do yoga, make it really slow, gentle, restorative yoga. You don't want to move too much. Now, because I know that we're all different types of people, some of us sometimes have an easier time relaxing the mind when we have a little movement incorporated. But make sure it's just little movements, okay? I want you to learn to take a break throughout the day and see that you will become more effective and more productive when you do it. I know it seems like a crazy thing to do. Oh, but I'm so busy. I don't have time to take 20 minutes for myself. Is that so? Is that really so? Or could you, if you made yourself a priority, if you knew that by doing nothing for 20 minutes a day, you were actually doing so much more, you were actually creating consciously, you were using the quantum field to align you in your frequencies, would you then be sold on it? Well, here's the insight I had this morning here, Joe Dispenza's. I said, isn't it funny that it took me so long to accept that truth, that by doing more of nothing, I would be more productive and effective than when I was trying to do it all. Because I tell you, I'm nearly 50, but only now am I really consciously and diligently and relentlessly applying these methods. Because I also got caught up in the busy mode and trying to do it all. So these 20 minutes are your sacred time. In those 20 minutes, listen to the power break. If you don't like listening to it in the headphones, put it on the speakerphone and just have it on a nice, gentle noise in the background. You don't need to be hearing me consciously. Hear that again. You do not need to be hearing or understanding me consciously. I would suggest that you listen to it once or twice consciously because the messages are beautiful, I hope. You will agree with that. And it's nice to consciously hear good stuff. But for the programming to be effective, you don't need to hear it consciously because you see, your subconscious mind, that part of you that we are reprogramming, is so much smarter, can hear so much better than you consciously can. So if I were to play an audio to you that is in your language, and I would play it backwards, and I would play it twice the speed, your unconscious mind would still be able to pick up and understand the messages. So trust that process, please, really, and know that these 20 minutes throughout the day are part of that programming time. And it's also the part of the conscious relaxation time, because what I'd love for you to experience is that thrill and that bliss when you have trained your brain that you can relax this quickly. I now know that it's taken me decades, but now I can this quickly switch my brain from to theta. And that's just a muscle you're training. So do it, okay? So you can listen to those power breaks. That's what I would suggest you do in about those 20 minutes in the day. It can be any time in the day. I don't mind. But don't make it the very last thing in your day, because ideally you are going to sleep with the sleep programs. And there again, you will see sleep program 1 for week 1, sleep program 2 for week 2, and so on. So stick to sleep program 1 and power break 1 as your main tools for reprogramming the brain. Make sense? Raise your hand if you think she's talking sense. Okay, cool. Now, for all those of you who are sensitive or concerned about EMFs in the bedroom, and you don't want to be connected to Wi-Fi, and you don't want to faff about with your phone in the night, we have sent you, and you have access to all the sleep programs. Actually, I think, sorry, all the programs, all the audios as extra files that you can download to your laptop. If you want to have your phone away from your bed, and I totally get you there, then use your laptop, have the laptop far away in the bedroom or connected to a speaker, and have it really, really quiet. And then you don't have to worry about the Wi-Fi. If you're like me and you, for instance, have a Healy, you have a bunch of other tools with which you're making sure that EMFs are not an issue for you, then you simply go to sleep with the sleep programs as your good night story. You don't have to worry about having it running all night. You can do that. If you have it on a laptop and you put it on repeat, you can have it running all night. But it's not absolutely necessary, because the first 4 hours of our sleep are the most powerful. That's why, there's so much benefit of going to bed before midnight. Actually, I aim to get to bed before 10. I notice that those hours of sleep before midnight are even more recharging, at least for me. So those 4 hours of sleep that you get at the beginning of your sleep are the ones where you are most suggestible and that are most powerful for the brain training. So you don't have to listen to the stuff all night. It's also okay to just go to sleep with it. Talking about going to sleep and waking up. So that's all I want to say about the essential programs. For the ones that want to kick butt, you can then play with the subliminal programs. The subliminal programs, you'll just hear music, and they are designed to just have softly running in the background when you're working in your home office, you're cleaning, you're doing something, and you're thinking, well, what the heck, why don't I just have it running? In the subliminal programs, you'll just hear music. But if I would show you the audio file, you would see that underneath there's an audio of me saying affirmations. And I say things like, you're loved, I'm loved, you're lovable, you're loving, you deserve it. All the positive beliefs that we have to be aligned with to be congruent with that healthy, happy, slim self. Okay, so that's going on in the subliminals. And then you have also got pep talks. Pep talks are designed to give you that extra push of motivation when you're having a bad day, when you're like, this happened, and maybe someone would say something nice to me, then you can pop on the pep talk and I'll say something nice to you, okay? You can start your day with a pep talk. You could be waking up and you say, you know what? Let's give myself the pep talk, and then I'm going to open my eyes and get going. And then, because this is the program for everyone, I'm talking about if you want to do everything right now, you also have the aversion audio and the gastric band audio. I do not want you to do the gastric band yet, please. Even if you're the super motivated, I have to do it all in week 1, please do not do the gastric band yet, unless you're an alumni. If you've done the Sleep Your Fat Away already and you did the gastric band, you're fine, you're good. Just don't do it again now. The gastric band, we really want to celebrate and prep for. We want to, we're tricking our brain here. So we've got to make this real. And your brain's not saying, well, right, you're going to have a gastric band operation today. No. We schedule it. We prepare for it. We set ourselves up for success. And we do that in week 3. Okay, so we've got bags of time. In week 1, you can do a power break, you do your sleep programs. If you want to kick butt, you do the subliminal programs, and you do the pep talk, and you can use the aversion audio if you want to crush a particular craving food. So say there's a food out there that is not healthy for you, but you're kind of hooked to it, you're addicted to it. then use the aversion audio to create an aversion towards that food. So let's say you would like to, or can imagine a life without potato chips. Say right now you're crushing a bag of potato chips and there's just like no forgiveness. So if you want to start doing that and you say, I can imagine a life without potato chips, there's more other stuff and snacks that I can eat, then do the aversion audio and listen to it for, I'd say, about 3 times. Sometimes, most times, after the first time, it's a done deal. But, if you want to make extra sure, then listen to it for 3 days, right? So day 1, day 2, day 3, every day you listen to the aversion audio, and your focus is to really be done with that food. To notice that, when did it start? What's the moment that you can remember that you first ate that food? And why is it connected to so much pleasure that although it's not really good for you, you're still doing it? So that's an interesting kind of question and internal reflection you might want to make, because you'll maybe notice that some of that is rooted in childhood. That maybe for me, for instance, being at my grandparents' house meant endless supply to chocolate and candy. So when I was a kid, I had to learn to not overindulge when it was there, to like feast on the buffet for 4 weeks and stuff all the candy in myself, because it wouldn't do me good, right? But to learn to, spread it out a bit and eat maybe just a little bit every day. So these are things that we just had to learn as children. And maybe the first time that you ate that craving food was such a delicious memory that positive memory is kind of shutting up all the other parts of you that actually say, we could be done with eating this food. So do that internal reflection and then listen to the aversion audio for 3 times. And then anytime you cross your food, your old craving food, just tap your stress point and say, yeah, I can do that. I can eat something healthier and something that's going to make me feel better afterwards. I can do that. And I'm going to do that now. Do that for 90 days. It will not be an issue ever again. Yeah? Okay, so for those of you who don't want to go balls out, what you have to do on day 1, in week 1, you have to tap your point before you eat anything, even if it's the apple. Really, be diligent. This is our main de-stressing point. It's the main governor vessel woogie of acupuncture, right? So it has a very fancy name, and it's something mastering, governing vessel. So it's really important for the nervous system. And the reason we do this, I love it that you're tapping with me, at least those that I can see. The reason why we like to do this is because we don't need stress in our bodies. And when we tap this, we're giving our nervous system that little reminder to let go. Breathe in, breathe out. That's right. Okay, so that's what you do every time before you eat something. If you're going to be super diligent, do it before you drink something too. De-stress as much as you can. What you also have to do is follow the 5 rules. We talked about those. You also want to be reading the guidebook. It's a fun little book. It really is a quick read. I have read it, oh my goodness, gazillions of times, because that's what you have to do when you write a book. You read it and read it and read it and try and find the mistakes that are still in there. And is there anything else that needs to be improved before you finally hit go? Okay, I can let my baby go. And talking about letting my baby go, the only thing I would change in that guidebook now is the following. I write in there, or we write in there, that your body, you've got to see kind of calorific, so the intake of calories, like a bank account. That, the more you take in, the more you're going to have to move your body and do things to absorb and transform that energy so that it doesn't get stuck in fat on your physical body. And that is still true, but I want to add, I would now say, our bodies are like a chemistry lab, a mix out of a bank account and a chemistry lab. Because by us not being conscious of the kinds of energy that we are ingesting, we often don't realize the havoc we're creating within our own body's chemistry lab, right? That then ends up as a karmic balance on our bank account. Does that make sense? So every choice we make regarding anything, not just food, right? Every choice we make has a karmic price tag. I believe that, right? And we make some choices consciously and a lot of choices, unfortunately, unconsciously, right? So the more conscious choices we take, the more positive karma we're going to create that then results in a bank account that is filled with good energy. If we make a lot of unconscious choices or a lot of bad decisions, right? I mean, that's truth too, right? If we consciously make a very bad decision because maybe we're not following our heart, but we're following our ego, and we have to admit it, we've all done that, right? But if we go that path and we keep doing that, then we're going to create so much imbalance within ourselves that the result on our karmic bank account is going to be a very heavy and unhappy body. Can we all agree on that? Does that make sense? So I think what we're doing in Sleep Your Fat Away is we're actually burning karma. And I want to talk a bit about that because Ryan and I just had a conversation at dinner yesterday where I just got this sudden intuitive insight saying, right, we have to do a program called Quantum Breath. Because when we created Pongyup many years ago, that was the whole story when we went to Thailand and we met this Buddhist monk and he taught us this breath practice and we breathed like that for days and hours. It ended up in that monk suddenly telling us we're not allowed to teach that anymore. So we had to take it off online, archive. And we felt a little sort of, interesting that even the Buddhist monk has an ego, but whatever. So we let go of it and said, okay, obviously done with that. So yesterday when we were talking about quantum breath, it reminded me of so much. And I think that's what I want to share with you is that every time you consciously breathe, really, you are burning karma. It means that you are conscious of what is happening, meaning it's an opportunity to release the past and consciously focus on what you want. So we're going to be talking more about quantum breath in these 90 days together, because I think I got Roy pretty excited about the idea. He said, yes, we can do this and we can do that. And people need to know how to delink and all that. And I'm so excited that we're together here in this group because we're already doing that, right? But maybe some of you are not familiar with the word karma even or delinking, and you're just at the beginning of this journey. I don't know, right? So I just want to tell you that there'll be more coming along those lines, because the practice of pranayama and conscious breath linked with an intention that is super clear, right? And the ability to hold the field in the quantum field, which is what also Joe Dispenza is teaching. I believe that is magical manifestation. This is along the lines of Abraham Hicks and the law of attraction. And yeah, that's kind of the input I've been getting. Nicole, what do you think of that? I'm just seeing you. Yeah, making sense? Okay. So is everybody clear on all the audios and the app? Or do you need to know anything else there? Yeah, we have a chat, right? Let's check out the chat. Let's see if I can see that. Whew. No, I can see all the people. Okay, so, Dawn, maybe you could unmute yourself when you see a question and then you could read the question to me.
Sure. There was actually one that I just was trying to find the answer myself. So, because even I was confused about the power of no and the aversion audio and whether they were the same. And I actually just went to go listen to them and they are different. Is that correct?
Yes, they should be different.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the aversion audio is really the one for the craving crusher of a food that you want to be done with. The power of no is more about setting boundaries, because that is essential, I think, in life. It happens to be, what is it? I don't know which step it is in the intuition process, learning to say no gracefully. I think I've put it in step 2 there. So in Sleep Your Fat Away, I've put it in there because I've noticed that when we tune into our healthy selves, when we make ourselves a priority, maybe this is the first time that we're doing this so consciously, the first thing that will happen is that you will hit sabotage. You will meet people who will tell you, oh God, really, you again? And So the crabs, right, that start pulling you down, you'll get sent chocolate. I mean, we had this in the first 5 days. I think it was Joan that was sent a box of delicious chocolate on day 1 of her challenge, right? And those are those moments where we can, right? We can always make a question. We can always ask ourselves that question: is this serving me? And it's yes, it's always serving me. So for Joan, it meant, can I do it? Can I leave that box of chocolate unopened and look forward to eating it maybe after these 5 days, or at a moment when it's my conscious choice? And when it is the conscious choice to go ahead and eat those chocolates, then how would I like to eat them best? Do I want to sit with a group of friends and share them out? Do I want to have one a day for the next, I don't know, how many days? Do I want to eat it in the bathtub? That's my favorite way of eating chocolate. Oh my goodness. When I eat a special chocolate, and I'm a big chocolate fan, I make sure it's really good chocolate. So it has nothing artificial and nasty in it. And then I will save it and I will eat it lying in my bathtub, Epsom salts in the water, listening to my favorite music, candle on, essential oils, the whole shebang. And then I will eat it slowly and consciously. I will savor every bite and I will say nice things to myself while I'm eating it. Someone is saying the intentional breathing is so clearing or challenging. It's both. It popped up so quickly, I wasn't sure what I saw. So does that answer the power of no? The power of no is to help you set clearer boundaries and to be okay with, communicating those boundaries to those people who maybe tell you, no, how can you be taking a break now? I need you, or this has to be done. Or, when you get pulled out of your bubble, sometimes you might need some support in that process. And that's when I would suggest listening to the power of no. If you fall real deep in your rabbit hole, and that happens on a journey, doesn't it? And I think it's necessary maybe, that when we set on a journey of transformation and, we've got X days ahead of us, and it doesn't really matter whether it's a 3-day challenge or a 90-day challenge, but in that time period, we will have a rabbit hole, a dark spot at some point, because I think it's necessary to go real deep sometimes for something that is a real core insight. Now, do we have to stay in that rabbit hole and suffer for hours and weeks? No. That's the moment we want to make the conscious choice of saying, oh, it is a conscious choice. I can stay down here, or I could say, I'm done now. I've got my insight because I know my lesson, and I'm now going to practice a bit of self-love. In those moments, listen to the self-love audio. If you're feeling like a victim, you're feeling sorry for yourself, you're kind of stuck in the sort of, then listen to the self-love audio. Reach out in the community. Tell us in our closed Facebook group and say, listen, I'm having a rough day. This and this happened, and I'm not so sure about this, and what about that? And experience the power of the community that happens when we're vulnerable and we're authentic. So here are the guidelines and rules in our community. When you comment on another person's post, please be uplifting. We want to cheer each other on. You are not allowed to drag someone else down. If you do, I'll kick your butt. And that might be the lesson you want to learn. So we're here to moderate and help. I always love open communication. So this is a place where you can speak your truth for sure. And we'll lovingly kick your butt. We'll give you that digital embrace. We're here to support you. Okay. And then the other thing that you can do if you're having a really off day is reach out to someone in the group and say, listen, can we connect on Zoom? Can we have 15 minutes of, I call it sister goddess time, but maybe we have some males in this group too. I'm not even sure. So if we have guys in this group, then you can make it your man god time, and give each other 15 minutes. Right? Say, let's connect for 15 minutes or give each other a half an hour. And in that time, I would suggest the following structure for a buddy meeting. Buddy meetings are fabulous to really get the most out of this community. And you'll have to connect with each other in our group to find each other's buddies. And a way to do that is to post a picture of yourself in the group to say, hey, this is who I am, this is where I am from, this is what I'm going for, who would like to be my buddy? And then in the comments, you'll find each other. And then when you do a buddy session and you have, say, let's do 15 minutes, okay? Say you have 15 minutes and this is an uprising sister goddess meeting or man god meeting. Then set yourself a timer and do the following exercise with each other. After you've talked about your problem for 5 minutes, max 5 minutes of problem talking, you'll get all in there, right? Take turns is who's listening and who's just talking about their problem, saying this is happening and that is happening. You can rant, 5 minutes of rant. After that, you switch to talking about something that you are grateful for. What are you grateful for? And take turns again. Set the timer, give each other the time, and you talk about what you are grateful for. Then you switch to something that you can brag about, something that you're proud of, something, and it can be as, you know what, I'm proud of reaching out to you and sharing that I'm having an off day, or I'm proud I got out of bed this morning, or I'm proud I didn't do this, I'm proud of whatever. Brag and share brags with each other. This is such a powerful way of creating good energy, because what happens when we're grateful and we're sharing what's good in life and what we're proud of is we're raising the vibration within our own bodies. And because we're connecting with another person at the same time, we're doing it for each other. You'll notice the shift, okay? So then spend some time bragging, and you end with a round of speaking your desires. I desire this, I desire that. This can be your goals in life. This can be simple stuff. Just speak about your heart's desires, whatever you are comfortable sharing. And again, take turns. So give each person uninterrupted time to do just that. While the other person is listening, you're just listening. Zip it, mute the button, just listen. Just watch them sharing, watch each other, observing each other in those times. That's where the magic is. Yeah? Okay. So this is powerful, a powerful ritual I learned in Mama Gina's School of Womanly Arts. It's called doing a sister goddess circle. And at the end of the listening, all you say is, thank you. So someone's ranting, they've had their time, you say, thank you. Thank you. That's it. Then the next one rants. Thank you. Thank you. Then you share what you're grateful for. You say, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Then you share something that you can brag about, what you're really proud of. And then the other one says, thank you. Thank you. You can say, hey, well done. Thank you. Well done. Well bragged. Thank you. Okay. And then you share your heart's desire, okay? When a person has shared their heart's desire, you can say, thank you, so it is, so it shall be, or something even better. So you bless their heart's desire. You bless each other's heart's desires by saying, thank you, so it is, so it shall be, or something even better. And that concludes the circle. If you then want to go on chatting, do it. If you want to spend more time with each other, but that is really, really cool. You can actually do that in 5 minutes, but 15 minutes is super nice if you've got a big thing going on. Any other questions?
Did you speak about the reinforcement audio? I had a question on Facebook about that.
Okay, the reinforcement audio is audio that we use to reinforce what we have done. We're not there yet. That is right at the end of our journey. So when we have done it, all the audios, we've walked through the whole program and we feel we want to give ourselves that little extra thing, then we go for the reinforcement audio, but we don't do that yet. That's right at the end. Thank you for that question. Anything else? How are we doing for time? Let me see. Oh, it's almost an hour. So if we have time left, we could do a little connection. Yeah, you ready to do some work? This is yes, this is no. I can see one person yesing. Let me see if I can see more people here. So do you want to do some work? This is yes, this is no. Joan wants to do some work. Okay, what if working meant that you could just close your eyes? And we take a moment to connect to the quantum field, to integrate all that we have learned in this moment. I'm going to put some music on. I'm going to find the perfect track that I'm looking for. So while I'm looking for this, I would love you to start breathing into your heart and relaxing your body. No, that's not what I want. This song that I'm going to play in a moment was written by Roy's ex-girlfriend. And it is so beautiful. When I heard it for the first time, I was so floored. And I didn't know that she had written it. So I'm hoping that I'm going to, here we go. It's called Listen to Your Heartbeat, which is not pulling up. And the creator is called Mayana. Let's see if I can find it under Mayana. And I will play it while we connect to the quantum field. I love listening to this, and it is going to work in a second. I hope you're bearing with me. There we go, Mayana. Okay, feel the rhythm of your heartbeat. That's the name of the song. We'll just see how the audio works. If not, you can download it on Spotify, Mayana. Feel the rhythm of your heart. And play now, please. Just be nice. Whatever. Okay, so imagine feeling and hearing the rhythm of your heartbeat now. As you close your eyes and start breathing into that space around your physical heart. And as you do so, you notice how your heartbeat is pulsating, pumping blood and oxygen throughout your entire body. Cells, trillions of cells. And notice how in your cells, right down at the level of your DNA, you could imagine this little microchip, a programming center. And simply by relaxing to the sound of my voice, you're noticing how your brain is starting to relax deeper and deeper, effortlessly going from beta into alpha, and gently drifting into the theta brainwave state, that relaxed state of mind where you notice there are gaps between your thoughts. And inside of your mind, you can imagine seeing this microchip that we shall now install with the program that serves you best, so that you can stay away from that one craving food, that one addiction, and integrate a new, healthy, empowering habit. Just imagine that were possible. What would your chip look like? What colors would it have? Connect to the first color that comes to your mind and imagine seeing it in front of your third eye. Just like looking onto a big movie screen. The movie theater of your mind projecting this color onto the screen. Make the color vibrant. And notice how this color signifies all those pleasurable feelings, those pleasurable memories that you connect to this addiction. And just allow those insights from the quantum field to come to you at a subliminal level, so that after this session, you will know exactly what happened when and see the pattern, be able to connect the dots and make new conscious choices effortlessly. So right now, while your unconscious mind is working hard, you can relax even deeper. Immerse yourself in this color and take a moment to notice where you feel that pleasant feeling inside of your body most. Very well. And now step out of that screen again. Imagine sitting in a big movie theater, moving further and further away from the screen until the screen becomes a tiny dot in the background. That's right. And when that screen is really small, notice if you can put it to the left bottom corner. Move that color, that dot, to the left bottom corner. Now let it go black and white, gray. Wipe it clean. Delete. Delete. Well done. And now remember a happy moment in nature. A beautiful, happy place in nature. Maybe at the top of a mountain. Maybe at a beach. A lake, a forest. Go to your happy place. And imagine immersing yourself in this beautiful place in nature. Absorbing all the healing sounds. Relaxing your brain waves. Connecting you to your healthiest self. Happiest self. Downloading your quantum self with all your empowering habits now. As you recall your favorite role models of health and happiness and success. People that inspire you. Movements. Healthy foods. Healthy activities. Empowering thoughts. Allow all of that information to come to you simultaneously. Noticing how your mind is processing all this data by you feeling those pleasant feelings in your body. Feeling so relaxed and detached. So at peace. Well done. And now here in your place in nature, safe, connected to your quantum self and all those positive feelings. Recall that old choice that you made, that moment when you decided to go for something that was not good for you. And notice now how far away that is, how tiny. Absorb all the lessons now and know what you know now. Say to yourself, I am now worthy to make healthy choices. And notice all the choices that you have to do instead. To take a breath, to listen, to stretch, to move your body, to drink a glass of water, to practice self-care, to reach out to a loved one, to connect. That's right. And as the ideas are bubbling up of what you could do instead, all these empowering ideas, notice how that pleasurable feeling inside of your body is growing even more now. And imagine you could now look towards the now and see the you that is relaxing somewhere on a chair or bed, deeply relaxed, and imagine sending this body all the frequencies of pleasure, all the programming, all the resources, all these healthy choices, deep down into that microchip, charging that microchip with a rainbow ray of energy, downloading all the skills and talents and resources, all those positive thoughts, healthy choices, drinking lots of water, getting enough sleep, deep, restful sleep, making time for yourself, following your desires, your heart, staying strong, powerful, and loving at the same time. Notice how this download is happening so effortlessly. It's so relaxing. And then notice how when I now count from 5 to 1, the download will be complete. 5, 4, 3, charging your microchip. 2, 1, it is complete. Now imagine you could take this microchip and bring it into your heart, so that any time you remember this microchip or the rainbow colors, or that decision that you made to make healthy choices from now on forward, Notice how you will feel this charge of positive energy inside of you to remind you how worthy you are, how loved you are, and how you are rocking this every day, in every way, more and more. Take another deep breath in and out, and return to the here and now. Yay. Good job. Good job. How are we all? Yay, I'm seeing some smiling faces. That's good. And it's 1. Wow. Perfect timing. Any questions? Would you like to, if you can unmute yourself, if you have a question, or raise your hand and then Dawn can unmute you. Just want to make sure, are there any closing questions? If not, we are at the end of our session. I'm hearing a voice.
Yeah, I have a question, Joy.
Okay.
All the things you have said, we've done this from Monday now until Sunday. Yes, I'm correct?
Because you are correct. You are right. So every Monday, we will do something like we've done today. The reason why I say something like we've done today is that I'm not going to tell you exactly what we will do, because I have a lot of good surprises for you. So we will have Roy on one day. I hope to get that done next Monday, because then I'm leaving for Austria again. But even if that is the case, then I can get him on Zoom. So I want to get Roy in. I want to get some inspiring people in every now and again, just to give you some extra juju. It's also always the time that you can ask questions. So I think the best way to do the questions would be if we had a post before the meeting, so that I could see all the questions and then go start out with the questions and then use whatever time we have at the end to do teachings and do meditations like this. I think that would be my preferred option. Do you think we can make that happen, John?
Yes. Great opportunity.
Yes. Yeah, we'll have maybe every Monday morning, we'll have a post that goes out where people can ask questions on that post. We'll just have to make sure that
over the weekend. It's do it because I can check the questions. I just need one post, not like if everybody posts their own post, then I might get a little confused over the weekend, because
that's what I was getting ready to say.
Weekends, right?
Yeah.
But I'm totally happy.
Maybe I can put it out on Friday and then people can post on that, and we'll just pin it to the top and then people can put their question on that post.
I like that idea a lot.
Okay.
Cool. Joan's doing a thumbs up. I can see Ellie. See who else I can see. I love that we can connect like this and do YouTube, because it feels like the best balance. The ones that can't get it on time, we have a recording and we can watch live and we can answer questions live at the same time. I'm really happy with this hybrid creation right now.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So my loves, if there are no further questions, then I suggest go ahead and enjoy your day. I am going to be kicking off Joe Dispenza live in just a couple of hours. I know, so excited. I posted a little video in the Joy Tribe that I made this morning on the beach, under the palm trees, about how excited I am to be part of the research team here at Joe Dispenza's. So I'm being tested every day at 5 a.m. in the morning. That was kind of the moment when I asked this morning, why did I do this? Why did I sign up to 5 a.m. in the morning? Because that means I've got to get up at 4 a.m. to get all my stuff done. But there's the good news. I'm going to make it happen. And I think it's going to be awesome. And did you know about sleep? Did you know that an hour of meditation is as powerful, if not more regenerative to the body, as 4 hours of sleep? 1 hour of meditation can replace 4 hours of sleep. And since we're going to be meditating for hours and hours throughout the day, I think I'm going to be fine. So I love you. Thank you for connecting with me. You might see a lot of wild hairstyles and less attractive backgrounds in videos this week. It's because the humidity is so high here that I've given up on my flat iron and stuff. So this is natural me. I hope you're okay with that.
Great.
And
Great.
I love you. Adios. Bye-bye.
Yes, have fun.
Thank you. I will. We will for sure.